Okay, today we're back at Liverpool Crown Court with Michael Henry. We're going to be speaking with Rapid Response as well, Phil and Peter. Yes, chaps, is okay today?
Hey, George.
Okay, can you tell the people why we're here today?
We're here today. There's been records of the events on CPR Liverpool on YouTube. It goes back to about 2 years, I think. A policeman come, alleged constable, and he's claiming he's got a warrant. So I asked him, could he prove his claim by producing the warrant to ascertain whether the grammatical standing was correct, whether he was there for the man or the fiction, you know, having different jurisdictions, Lizzie Pierce and the lawful jurisdiction, the common law. He wouldn't produce this warrant, and you know, he assaulted me, which is fraud. Not producing the warrant was fraud, and then he assaulted me. And then I went to Coast prison for 15 days and was released without charge because it wasn't in the public interest. Now, 12 months later, this agent 5891 was bringing a claim of assault against me, but he wouldn't produce the warrant. He was committing fraud and he was trespassing at the time. He's assaulted me, and I reacted under the Castle's Doctrine. So now this case is getting brought from the constable. But he's behind the Corporation Rex under the Clearfield Doctrine, so it's all a bit bizarre. But that's why we're here today. And my power of attorney's with me. I'm not authorised to speak for the fiction, but the case is listed for the fiction. So I'm surmising it's in its police court, but no one will actually ascertain the jurisdiction of the court, which is a breach of several superior court case laws. So we're just going to go in. And obviously I'm not authorised to speak as a fiction due to my fiduciary obligation. But we're just going to go in there and see, document the fraud and see where they're going with this.
Okay, Peter, you're the power of attorney today, mate, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, can you tell us what's going to happen today?
Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to issue a limited power of attorney to Michael Henry so that he can speak under special visitation.
Cool.
Yeah, we were in the High Court, when was it, Wednesday, wasn't it? Wednesday, yeah. So we went for a kidnapping case of two twins. So while we were there, we bumped into a couple of lads that come in, and Merseyside police are being investigated for gang raping a man in custody. So, you know, what they're doing at the moment, they've not only not got no authority after the Clearfield Doctrine, you know, they're just doing whatever they want. You know, this is the mafia gang, and they need removing. But we're going into a new jurisdiction now anyway, land and soil jurisdiction. They've got no authority whatsoever, so this is it now. We need to all get out the corporation, step away from the United Kingdom. They're all complicit in all sorts. The crimes we've got is overwhelming. So we need to come back, onto
the Crown's actually currently under allegations of genocide, domestic terrorism, there's all kinds of stuff against them, so they don't have any standing anyway. So how do you go into a court that doesn't have any standing and is accused of crimes? That's consulting.
Well, it's also a crime to fund terrorism. So the taxpayer now needs to take a serious look at themselves, because you're funding a terrorist organisation, and in law, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So you will be accused of treason as a secondary offender for paying tax. I mean, tax is voluntary, but it's only if you use that corporate name, which is in dog Latin glossa, all caps, which has no standing in a constitutional court, no grammatical standing in a constitutional court. This is why they call it spelling. It's witchcraft, and these warlocks need to be put.
What's happened there, mate?
The court case was listed for 10:30, so I've got here today, and they've changed it to 2:15. But no one let me know, and I've got childcare obligations at 3, so I'll have to see what I can sort out now.
Will it be a warrant?
Well, I'll see if I can sort childcare out, and then they won't be. But the warrant's for the fiction anyway. It's kind of commingling. It's I've given power of attorney to the trust, and they won't acknowledge him.
Peter, can you tell us about what the Crown's been up to, please, mate?
Well, the Crown Corporation at the moment don't really have any standing whilst currently accused of the following crimes: perjury, false statements by officials regarding vaccine safety and justification for mandates, breach of international law, the Nuremberg Code, mandates for vaccines violated the requirement for informed voluntary consent, human experimentation without clear benefit or sufficient safety testing, the Geneva Conventions, denial of medical autonomy and coercion of medical treatments are prohibited under international humanitarian law, Universal Declaration of Bioethics and Human Rights, violations of autonomy, dignity and the right to refuse medical intervention, Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, crimes against humanity, including systematic acts causing great suffering and injury. The crimes against the humanity defined under Article 7 of the Rome Statute, crimes against humanity include systematic persecution of unvaccinated individuals through discrimination, exclusion and vilification, widespread harm caused by coerced medical interventions leading to injury, death and long-term health consequences, forced medical experiments in the form of mRNA vaccine deployment without sufficient safety or efficacy data, psychological warfare through fear campaigns and propaganda to enforce compliance, economic crimes, destruction of livelihoods, lockdowns and restrictions led to the collapse of small businesses while disproportionately benefiting multinational corporations, fraudulent enrichment, pharmaceutical companies profit immensely from vaccine sales under contracts that shielded them from liability, economic coercion, citizens were forced to choose between vaccination, maintaining employment, violating economic and labour rights. 5. Domestic and psychological warfare, censorship and suppression, silencing dissenting voices, experts and whistleblowers through media and big tech platforms, malfeasance in public office, abuse of power, enforcing mandates without sufficient scientific evidence or legislative scrutiny. Now this has come from the Defence Minister for Canada.
Yeah, head of defence.
The head of defence for Canada. Now, how can you hold a hearing with somebody who's accused of crimes like that? They don't have any standing. So I don't even know where we go from here, but we'll walk the path and see where it goes, I guess.
Well, we're complicit in the crime, aren't we? If we still do business with them, we're complicit, so we can't, can we?
Well, we're under duress, aren't we? We're forced.
It's under gunpoint, and this is the thing. That's why it's a criminal organisation, because we are literally dragged to court by gunpoint if you don't want to do business with them. It's alright, you're all done anyway. You should have seen the High Court case the other day, a lad going in. Rape, sexually assaulted and violently raped by Merseyside police. We saw videos come back of the police violently raping a man in the cell. 6 officers, Merseyside police. You're done. You're absolutely done. We know you're not bonded. We know you're not insured. We know you're not even. You don't abide by the law. No, you can't.
I was a bit disappointed he wouldn't answer the question about the grammatical standing of the words, because it's clearly not English. But he seems okay, but you never know with these judges. It's why they wear wigs.
So you see it in court in the 1st of September 2025?
2025, yeah.
So before that...
The affidavit has been accepted as a witness statement, so it is a commercial. They won't confirm it, but it is a nisi prius court, and pursuant to the laws of commerce, a commercial transaction must be supported by an affidavit of truth, which is what they've got, and he'll have a jobbery button on that.
Okay, P, how do you think it went today in court?
I think it went as to be expected. It was only a case management hearing. They recognised the fact that he was put into court under special visitation. So we'll see where it goes on September. Well, yeah, he did really well today, clarified his position, and we'll see where it goes.